The Zone Wars core set and the excellent expansion, Robots and Psionics, gives you 10 fun scenarios to play in your games of Zone Wars. But if you've been playing the game as much as I have, a time will come when you'll want more opportunities for chaos and mayhem out in the zone. In this video, I'm going to help you out. For this first scenario, your intrepid survivors have been out in the zone searching for remnants of the old world, and they've inadvertently wandered into a minefield. Now, this being the zone, I suggest that you add a bit of fluff for the minefield. Why just have normal mines when they could be angry robots that want to attach themselves to your leg and explode? Or perhaps mutant slugs that slither across the ground and then go pop in an acidic burst. The road on the map is going to be the only safe area. And of course, there won't be any artifact tokens there at all. Tee-hee. All the artifact tokens will be placed along the sides of the board where there might be mines. Any character who ends their turn not on the road has to make a survival check. If they make the survival check, they're fine, they've avoided the mines. If they don't, they have accidentally triggered a mine and they take 2 points of damage. Now, I suggest 2 because that makes the mine somewhat lethal without killing any of the characters outright. They've all got at least 3 health, but 2 is nasty even for a tough character. If you really want to make things tough, you could go up to 3. If you want to make things a little bit easier, perhaps go down to 1. But I think 2 is the sweet spot. Now, I suggest you score the game in the regular way, a victory point for each model that's broken, victory points for artifacts, but just having the minefield there will really mix things up. Now, a character who ends their turn above the ground on a piece of terrain will be safe from the mines. So again, the use of terrain becomes really important for this scenario, and forcing characters off terrain onto the ground can be a great trick. I've played this through and it really is a lot of fun. Now, with all of these scenarios, I'm going to include a full write-up in the description of the video. The idea for this second scenario is that a strange zone event, perhaps a poison gas cloud or a bizarre electrical storm, has stranded a number of stalkers, and their friends are going out into the zone to try and find them and rescue them. Each structure on the map, and you will need at least 6, should be assigned an objective token. Larger structures can even be assigned 2. As soon as one of your models is within medium range and has line of sight to an objective, you should roll 3 dice. If one or more of these dice is successful, then you've managed to find one of your lost zone stalkers. At this point, replace the objective marker with a model. Now, unlike usual, that model will not be able to recover on its own. Another model will have to move over to it and perform the assist recovery action. Once that's been successful, the model will be able to stand up. However, they will be bloodied. Your goal now is to try and get those bloodied models, the ones that you've saved, off the board. For each one that you manage to do so, you'll gain 3 victory points. Obviously, your opponent will do everything he can to stop you. In this final mission, the Zone Stalkers have discovered a cache of valuable resources. This might be ancient technology, fuel, or super nutritious food. The resources need to be placed inside a structure in the center of the board. With this board set up, you can see that I've used the train carriage. The resources are not unprotected, however. A number of guardians are on the lookout. In this case, I'm going to use literally guard dogs, as they seem to be a theme of Mutant Year Zero. To locate each guard dog, I'm going to scatter it 2d6 inches from the centre of the board. Once you've positioned the watchdogs, you can deploy your models into one of the corners of the board. Of course, the Guardians aren't just going to stand around watching whilst the characters try to get their hands on all that loot. If a character ever makes a ranged attack against one of the Guardians and the Guardian isn't killed, it will respond by making a long move directly towards the attacker. Similarly, if a character ever ends its turn within medium range of a Guardian, it will turn and race into contact with them. Anytime that a Guardian moves into contact with a character, it will immediately attack. I suggest that you give them 4 melee, but no gear dice, and have them always push their roll. It's a good idea to give the Guardians just 1 hit point, as they're supposed to be part of the zone, not the stars of the show. Once they've activated for the first time, reacting to the presence of the characters, you should continue to activate them as you would any other monsters that have shown up in the zone. Characters who manage to get to the central structure and claim some of the resources will gain 3 victory points if they can get that token off the board. Now, I plan to play this scenario in the next few days and to film it, so you'll get to see how it works if you'd like to watch that video. I hope this has been useful and given you some more ideas for how to have fun out in the zone. It is vast, who knows what other dangers lurk there. I hope to see you again soon, and until then, keep rolling.